Hello viewers, welcome to my channel SS of the News.
In a move that sent shockwaves across the media and political landscape, former President Donald J. Trump ignited a firestorm by publicly lashing out at a Fox News host in a sharply worded online post. Known for his unfiltered communication style and long-running feud with segments of the mainstream media, Trump's latest tirade reignited debates about media loyalty, political accountability, and the ever-changing dynamics within conservative media circles. This fresh outburst didn't just stir social media. It sparked analysis, division, and renewed scrutiny of the strained alliance between Trump and the network that was once considered his media home base. With his 2024 presidential campaign gaining momentum, Trump's latest attack marks yet another chapter in his combative relationship with the press, even among those considered ideologically aligned with him. The post that set off the storm. The post in question, shared via Trump's social media platform Truth Social, was a scathing critique aimed directly at a high-profile Fox News host. Trump's commentary came across as both personal and strategic. He accused the host of betrayal, alleged misinformation, and ultimately being part of what he often refers to as the fake news media. The tone of the post was furious, filled with capital letters, exclamation marks, and rhetorical questions. Trump, never one to hold back, accused the host of bias, incompetence, and siding with political opponents. He claimed the host had lost touch with the American people and labeled their coverage disgraceful and disloyal. This wasn't just an offhand remark. It was a deliberate, emphatic, and lengthy message that resonated with his loyal base and dominated headlines for hours. Pundits and analysts were quick to point out that this attack signified something deeper than mere media criticism. It was a symptom of Trump's broader frustrations with the conservative media landscape, which is evolving in ways that may not always be favorable to him. A rocky relationship with Fox News. Once heralded as Trump's primary media ally, Fox News played a significant role in shaping his political rise. The network provided extensive coverage of his rallies, policies, and controversies, often defending him during tumultuous moments in his presidency. For years, certain hosts were practically inseparable from Trump in the public eye, forming what many called a symbiotic relationship. However, that relationship has soured in recent years. Trump has frequently criticized Fox News for giving airtime to his political opponents, for questioning his claims, or simply for not being as overtly supportive as in the past. His displeasure has ranged from sharp jabs to outright boycotts, often telling his followers to switch to other conservative-leaning networks he views as more favorable. This latest episode illustrates just how fractured the once unshakable alliance has become. Trump's furious post wasn't just aimed at one individual host, it was also a signal to the wider conservative media ecosystem. Loyalty, in Trump's eyes, is paramount. What prompted the outburst? The specifics that triggered Trump's anger appeared to be a segment aired on Fox News, in which the host criticized or questioned aspects of Trump's ongoing campaign or past actions. The nature of the critique seemed to challenge Trump's narrative, something he rarely tolerates. In typical Trump fashion, he did not just respond with a mild rebuttal. He launched a full-scale verbal offensive. He ridiculed the host's intelligence, questioned their credibility, and warned viewers about what he described as controlled opposition within the conservative media. To Trump, the segment likely felt like a betrayal. For a man who prides himself on loyalty, both in politics and in media, any hint of criticism from a perceived ally is often met with a furious response. This latest outburst was no exception, and Trump's reaction suggested deep frustration, not only with that particular host, but with the shifting tides within Fox News as a whole. The political strategy behind the rhetoric. Critics and allies alike have noted that Trump's social media attacks are rarely random. Often they serve a larger political purpose: to rally his base, control the narrative, and isolate dissenters within his own ideological sphere. By targeting a prominent Fox News personality, Trump accomplished several things at once. First, he reasserted his dominance over the conservative media conversation. By calling out the host publicly, he forced others to pick a side. Either stand with Trump or risk his wrath. Second, he reminded his followers that not all voices on Fox News can be trusted, a subtle encouragement to seek out alternative sources more closely aligned with his messaging. Finally, he sent a clear signal to other conservative commentators: stay in line or face consequences. This tactic has proven effective in the past. Trump's ability to reshape the political media landscape by sheer force of personality remains one of his most potent tools. Whether attacking a journalist, a rival politician, or a former ally, Trump knows how to dominate the headlines and redirect the national conversation. Conservative media's identity crisis. This latest feud also highlights the broader identity crisis within conservative media. Once unified in their support for Trump, networks like Fox News now face a delicate balancing act. Some segments of their audience remain staunchly pro-Trump, while others are open to new voices, or even express Trump fatigue. Fox News, in particular, has tried to maintain a semblance of editorial diversity, featuring both pro-Trump and more critical commentators. This strategy, however, risks alienating both sides. When the network leans too far toward Trump, it faces backlash from moderates and liberals. When it leans away, it invites fury from Trump himself and his loyal followers. Caught in this ideological tug-of-war, Fox News has found itself walking a tightrope, one that grows more precarious with every election cycle. Trump's latest outburst is a stark reminder of just how high the stakes are. Reaction from Trump's base. Unsurprisingly, Trump supporters rallied to his defense. Many took to social media to echo his criticisms of the Fox News host, using hashtags, memes, and video clips to amplify his message. Online forums, fan pages, and political chat rooms lit up with messages condemning the host and reaffirming support for Trump. To them, the attack wasn't just justified, it was necessary. They viewed the host's critique as part of a broader effort to undermine Trump's re-election campaign and silence his voice. For these supporters, Trump's post was a rallying cry to resist what they perceive as betrayal within their own ranks. Some even began calling for boycotts of the host's show, or of Fox News entirely, demanding that the network remove personalities who they see as insufficiently loyal to Trump. This reaction underscores the growing demand within Trump's base for ideological purity and unwavering support from the media they consume. Internal turmoil at Fox News? While no public statements have been made by the host or Fox News executives in response to Trump's tirade, it's likely that behind closed doors, conversations are being held about how to manage the fallout. Fox News has long been aware of the volatility of its relationship with Trump, and this latest incident may prompt renewed discussions about editorial direction, host autonomy, and viewer retention. There is also the possibility of increased internal tension among Fox News staff. Some hosts and contributors remain close to Trump and may take his side, while others may feel emboldened to speak out more critically, seeing Trump's reaction as overblown or authoritarian in tone. Such internal divisions, if left unaddressed, could affect the network's cohesion moving into the heat of the 2024 campaign season. What this means for 2024. With the 2024 presidential election fast approaching, Trump's media strategy is once again taking center stage. Unlike past elections, however, he now faces a more fragmented media environment and a Republican base that, while still loyal, is increasingly exposed to competing narratives. Trump's aggressive response to any perceived media disloyalty suggests that he sees complete control over messaging as essential to his campaign's success. He's likely to continue applying pressure on conservative media to align with his narrative, rewarding those who do and punishing those who don't. This approach may help him consolidate support among the most passionate members of his base. However, it could also alienate undecided or moderate voters who see his attacks as evidence of instability or authoritarian tendencies. In either case, it's clear that Trump views media control as a battlefield, and he is more than willing to burn bridges if it means advancing his position. A pattern of targeted media attacks. This episode is far from isolated. Over the years, Trump has engaged in numerous battles with journalists, networks, and publications. From calling the press the enemy of the people to blacklisting reporters at rallies, he has continually pushed the boundaries of political media relations. His latest attack on a Fox News host fits squarely within this pattern. For Trump, media criticism isn't just a nuisance. It's an existential threat. And when that threat comes from within what he perceives to be his own camp, the reaction is even more explosive. This pattern also reflects Trump's media savvy. He knows that attacking a well-known host will generate headlines, dominate social media, and shift the narrative in his favor. It's a tactic that has worked for him time and again, and one he is unlikely to abandon anytime soon. The host's dilemma. As of now, the host targeted by Trump has not issued a formal response. That silence may be strategic, or it may reflect internal pressure to avoid escalating the conflict. Still, the host now faces a difficult dilemma. Should they respond publicly, they risk further inflaming Trump's base and possibly jeopardizing their position within Fox News. On the other hand, staying silent may be seen as capitulation, especially by those who believe in journalistic independence and integrity. This moment could be a defining one for the host's career. Depending on how it's handled, it may either enhance their credibility or erode their standing within conservative circles. Conclusion: a moment of reckoning. Trump's blistering post against a Fox News host marks more than just another headline-grabbing incident. It's a moment of reckoning for conservative media, for Trump's campaign, and for the broader American political landscape. It exposes the ongoing struggle over loyalty, truth, and control within political journalism. It highlights the volatility of Trump's media strategy, which relies as much on fear and intimidation as on charisma and persuasion. And it signals that, even among ideological allies, dissent is not tolerated. As the 2024 race heats up, moments like these will continue to shape the national dialogue. Whether Trump's tactics strengthen his hand or ultimately backfire remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: when it comes to media, Trump doesn't just play the game, he rewrites the rules. Let me know if you'd like this article shortened, expanded with character quotes or reactions, or restructured for another format like a blog or video script.